Hi, welcome to the help for doing the test cases for Program 4, Wind Chill and Functions. In one respect, this is going to be a little easier than the other test cases because all we have to do is calculate the two equations. In another respect, it's going to be harder because those equations are difficult to evaluate. So let's go ahead and do test case number 1 and see how it works out. I have copied the equations here on the Word doc for the test case write-up, so you didn't have to watch me type them out. All right, so let's do the wind chill first. Wind chill is a double, so we don't have to worry about casting or anything. So I'm just going to call it wind chill. And that's going to be 35.74, not too bad. Okay, plus 0.6215 times the temperature, minus 35.75 times the velocity, that is the wind speed, to the 0.16 power plus 0.4275 times the same expression, velocity to the 0.16 power. So this part isn't too hard. 35.74 plus the second term. Let's see, our temperature is minus 10, so it isn't actually plus, is it? It's minus. Okay. Let's see, I could probably do that without a calculator. It might be 6.215 minus 35.75 times, and here we go. Now we're going to need to use the POW function. We will use the POW function when we are calculating, but for now we're going to just use a calculator to figure out that v, our velocity, 40 miles per hour, to the 0.16 power is 1.804. And then our last term is 0.4275 times the same amount, 804. And adding that all up, we get minus 42.694 degrees. So if the temperature outside is minus 10 and the wind speed is 40, it's going to feel like minus 42.69 degrees, or minus 42.7. Okay, now let's get to the more challenging calculation. And that is for the time to frostbite. These equations are both what we call empirical equations, and that means that they weren't derived using algebra or trigonometry or some other mathematical technique. They were the result of a lot of data that was calculated, and then there was a curve fit to the data, and these equations describe the curve fit. So This time to frostbite is the tricky one because it's hard to figure out which calculation goes with what. So here's what I do. I start at the inside. V times 8/5, okay, I'm going to leave that as black. But the next parentheses out, which is this one, I'm going to make blue so I can see that it's different, and that one matches right over here. Okay? The next one out, I'm going to make red, and that is this one right here. And this one. So we're working our way out to see what our order of calculation is going to be. The next set of parentheses is this set right here, and I'm going to make that one green. And the one that matches it is this one right here. And finally, for this first term, I think I'm going with purple. And here's the other purple parentheses that matches it. Now you can pretty easily see which term goes with which. The second term is not as hard to do. T minus 32 will be in black. And the next set I will make blue again. Right there. Okay. And the set after that, I will go ahead and make red like I did in the other case. Okay, and I'm done. There's just 3 levels of the parentheses here where there were 5 on the other side. So how do I actually handle this? You will find that it is possible to go through and calculate this in one piece. However, by far the easiest way is to break it up into pieces. So here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to say part 1 is equal to, I'm going to start from the inside. So that is going to be the wind speed, which is, let's see, wind speed times 8 divided by 5. Let's make that a little bigger so it's easier to see. Okay? And then I'm going to multiply by 0.667. And I can do these very straightforwardly because they're all multiplications and divisions. The wind speed is 40 times 8 divided by 5 times 0.667, which is going to be 42.688. Part 2, I'm going to make part 1 plus 4.8, and I'm going to put parentheses around that, and then I'm going to multiply by minus 24.5. And finally, I'm going to add 2,111. That's going to finally equal 947.544. Part 3 is going to be the temperature minus 32, and I'm going to put parentheses around that, times 5/9, so times 5 divided by 9, and that's going to be equal to minus 23.333. So you see, I haven't completely done this term. I've done the part in blue. Now I'm going to say part 4 is going to be equal to minus 4.8 minus, and then what goes inside there? Part 3. And then, actually this doesn't go here, I'm going to do parentheses around the whole thing. And then I'm going to take it to the minus 1.668 power. So that is going to be minus 4.8 minus part 3 is minus 23.333 to the 1.668 power, which is going to be equal to 0.007675. Finally, frostbite time, or frostbitey time, okay, is going to be part 2 times part 4. Because part 2 was the first section and part 4 is the second. Oh, that doesn't work. There we go. So that's going to be equal to 947.544 times 0.007675. And that equals 7.27. Now we want the frostbite time to be an integer, so FT is going to be static cast. Well, we don't actually have to do the static cast, we're just calculating. So if we integerize 7.27, we get 7 minutes. And that's how we calculate frostbite time. So I'll let you guys have the fun of calculating the other two, and I'll see you again in the help for coding the program.